All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the China Major North American Qualifiers. We have now made it to the playoffs. 3 of these 4 teams are going on to the major main event that is. One of these teams, their hopes and dreams will be crushed in front of them. All right, maybe a little bit dramatic. But the point is, you lose here, you still have a chance, but then you lose again, you are out. Will it be Evil Geniuses? Will it be J.Storm? Moving on. A win here on the other side of it means you do absolutely qualify. And then from there on, you're playing for seeding purposes, but obviously qualifying is the important deal. Here we go. Best of 3 to kick it off. E.G. J.Storm on BreakyCPK, joined by Elevated. Hey, look at that, a new hero. No, just kidding. Phantom Assassin, first pick.
Yeah, they ran it with good success in that previous game that we just watched. And, yeah, this is a hero that has an absurd win rate right now with a very high pick rate as well. So, highly prioritized. The bans are always interesting to note in the first phase what teams are targeting. J.Storm not wanting to give up the Grimstroke, Spirit Breaker, or Rubik. So, basically all crit heroes. And Evil Geniuses banning out the Io Dazzle, which seems to be pretty much every game, and the Magnus as well.
Terribly, man. Teams seem like they like the Terrorblade against this hero. Now, I like this hero especially against PA. We saw an example of it yesterday. The attacking herself with that Cinder Brew. She
self-crit.
Self-crit, self-bash when she gets the basher. Then in that case yesterday we saw that. It's annoying and obviously very effective against her. So I like to see the Brewmaster response from EG. Go with the Terrorblade. Darkseer, though, from J.Storm. Spirit Breaker is banned. So obviously, again, I can see that combo. But as we saw and you pointed out, too, good synergy with the Phantom Assassin still.
Yeah, definitely. Brewmaster also pretty good against PA just naturally because of the Drunken Brawler. You know, denying a lot of damage with the dodge chance. And the Darkseer is sort of like the same concept as we saw previously, this hero being run against the Morphling. Terrorblade, a hero with very hard armor, but pretty low HP pool, and Darkseer forcing him to basically tank Ion Shell creeps under tower, which can be kind of rough.
Bans to follow Oracle. Most certainly it's kind of stepped up a bit as far as a support option for some people. So J.Storm taking that option away here. Obviously, Disarm against Phantom Assassin also feels pretty good. I mentioned that. We were talking about that last series, actually, how I noticed a lot of – we're seeing this hero plenty. No one seems to be picking up Heaven's Halberd against her. You were mentioning, though, it sounded like with the build-up of it, not as attractive. So, I don't know. It's still – that Disarm, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely a good item. It does require you that you get it off before the BKB. But, you know, it's just another tool that forces PA to go BKB. Although against the Brewmaster, likely going to have to do that anyway. I think it is very curious that J.Storm has only banned support heroes so far. Maybe feeling more comfortable with the carry or the core pool, but wanting to really limit what crit and fly can accomplish in the game.
Well, there's only so many you can ban, of course. So one that I know Fly just loves to run, well, Dazzle, but obviously banned here, and for good reason nowadays. Winter Wyvern, he plays a bit, and it is against a PA.
Yeah, Phoenix as well, which is a hero that we've seen banned in quite a few matches so far. I know Fly plays a very good Phoenix as well. Undying, another hero that we see him play quite a bit. And yeah, another support hero being banned by J.Storm.
Lich even taken out, which no doubt strong one, but yeah, Wyvern, Phoenix, two that stand out as we're talking about that are there. Bane, most certainly another one. I'm still a huge fan of Shadow Demon. It seems to be hit or miss for some teams still, but I think that the changes to Shadow Demon already being a pretty strong hero, pretty damn good. So
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Crit definitely plays it. Crit definitely plays it. I am curious to see if they did their research and watched March play the Chen, because they could certainly pick up a Chen and just own this Darkseer. Like we saw the Purge creep basically making the Darkseer irrelevant in the laning stage.
And it felt like throughout a lot of the game, to be fair. I mean, he's still got some surges off, but in that case, yeah, it was Universal Forward Gaming, obviously a very skilled and experienced Darkseer player. It seemed like he was almost just a melee unit running around and occasionally applying that surge buff. But not going to be the case here, at least. Witch Doctor, third pick for Evil Geniuses instead. We just saw this the previous game in back-to-back games, different teams, but here comes Witch Doctor.
I definitely like Witch Doctor here. The ward has True Strike, so it can cut through the Phantom Assassin's HP pool pretty easily. Also, you have the Maledict and the Cask, which are both very good against diving heroes in the safe lane. And Darkseer, you gotta believe, is going to be paired with somebody that wants to be diving.
They pick it for themselves. Again, March was the one that did play it against a Darkseer, but something else we noticed, though, was that the relocate. It's crazy strong. 15-second cooldown, and in that case, there was a Brewmaster teammate that they had, obviously on the other side now, but there's going to be teammates, I'm sure, here, whether it's the Darkseer or another one, where he's constantly going to be TPing to a certain location, essentially, and going for kills. We'll see if he plays it that way again, at least. He only got the 1 point in the Holy Persuasion for the longest time, so he wasn't playing this creep-based Chen that we're used to seeing for so long.
Yeah, I am curious to see how he plays this one. That one in particular made a lot of sense. Just all he really needed was that one creep of the Purge creep, which is a very low level creep, which means that you can get it with 1 point. On this one, I wonder if, I mean, March is the 5, so the damage and slow from, what is it, Divine Favor? Is that the one that gives the damage and slow?
Yes.
Sounds pretty good with Phantom Assassin. You put it on her, she blinks in. It's kind of like Ancient Apparition's Chilling Touch, essentially, with PA, which used to be a pretty good combo as well.
Yeah, the regen, the damage, pretty good, and it gets to a point where, with the talent, I think it was, where you can even overlap, you can stack them, we believe. It's only like a 2-second window, potentially, but still pretty strong. All right, there's the Phoenix, so expect that to be a fly Phoenix, but that means crit on the Witch Doctor. I don't know, it'll be interesting to see who plays what there.
Yeah, Witch Doctor is a hero that can be played aggressively, and Phoenix is as well, so not entirely sure who's going to end up picking what yet.
Fourth pick for J.Storm.
10 seconds remaining.
They still need their mid as well as another support. Very likely going to be the other support, of course. We just saw Milan play Earth Spirit last game. Oh, that's banned. Never mind. So I'm not going to see it here. I know he plays Shadow Demon. We're going to see the Shadow Demon this time around now. They could use more ways to deal with Phoenix now, I suppose. What they have so far, maybe not the greatest.
Yeah, Silencer is still in the pool. I believe Milan also does play Chen, so it doesn't have to be March on it. And they could definitely run the Chen aggressively with the Darkseer, Ion Shelling the creeps, and have them dive under tower. So that is another way that they could lane this, pick up the Silencer to counter Phoenix. Also very good against the Witch Doctor and the Brewmaster. Move Timbersaw. That is a classic. Although it could be Bryle, could be Forev. Forev plays a lot of it as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. The fourth pick, Timbersaw. Why do you think they value the Timbersaw so much here? Is it decent against Terrorblade, I suppose?
Yeah, it's good against Terrorblade. Strength Hero and Brewmaster, Strength Hero and Phoenix. Remaining. Witch Doctor pretty stationary as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Seems.
I think it's going to be a Forev Timbersaw.
Well, Darkseer is already picked, so.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Radiant.
Support Darkseer.
Probably going to end up being a Moo, Timbersaw, Bryle, PA, last picking March, the hero again, which we saw them do last time, which was the last pick a position 5 support.
Maybe they might like offlane a PA here. Maybe because with both the Terrorblade and the Brewmaster, those are just really frustrating heroes for a PA, specifically the Brewmaster, that they feel like they got a little bit counterpicked, that they're just going to throw her in the offlane and will sack her. Could that be possible?
I don't think you want to be sacrificing this hero because she really just has no impact without farm. And, I mean, they picked it first because they value the hero so highly. They want to have high impact for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think more than likely this is going to end up being a Moo Timbersaw.
Okay, well, then you have the first pick to come here. Still plenty of time. Sand King was banned by Evil Geniuses,
10
so
seconds remaining.
You know that could have itself been many different options.
5 seconds remaining.
They're probably in the same boat of really not exactly sure who's going to play what. So Sand King just a solid hero. Could have been a 4, could have been a 3. But now
we need a male hero for EG. It will be in response to whatever J.Storm picks 5th here. So Sumail set up nicely to have a good game just by nature of when his hero is being picked.
I know he likes his Mirana. To get a slight nerf, I suppose, in the patch, but one that comes to mind off the bat here fairly recently. Let's see, what did they play yesterday? He did play Shadow Fiend one of the games yesterday. Pugna, that's banned though. Dragon Knight, as well as I don't know what he played this game.
Yeah, definitely not going to pick up PK, that's for sure. Shadow Fiend seems okay. Good magic burst against PA and Timbersaw early on.
He played mid Rubik yesterday too. I'm not saying that.
That's also.
Is that good here?
No, it was banned out.
Oh, it's even banned. Okay, so.
Dude, what is this lineup? Yeah, so support Centaur, I guess. Support Shen. They have 3 offlaners.
Yeah, it's. If I had
a huge amount of magic burst against Terrorblade, so there is that.
Yeah, this is the thing too. They don't even know they're mid here on the other side, so it's really interesting to see. I mean, no matter what, they weren't going to, because obviously EG had the overall final pick. Whoa!
What is happening?
Earthshaker. Yeah, where is that coming from? So, core
mid brew on Sumail. He does play brew. He also could play the Shaker and go crit Shaker. Enchant Totem does give you True Strike as well, so another tool to deal with PA.
Come on, guys, pick your heroes. Forev's on Darkseer. Moo, who are you going to end up on? Timbersaw or Phantom Assassin?
It's gotta be Timber, right?
Timber's pretty good. Fly's playing Witch Doctor. We knew that.
Confirmed.
Well, Artesia Terrorblade. Shocker. God, they're waiting. They're purposely doing this.
They're trying to fake it out,
yeah,
man.
you know they are. Both teams are purposely holding off right now to the last second.
5 seconds remaining.
That we just have a funky draft. Bryle, Phantom Assassin is going to be
Sumail Shaker. All right, let's go.
Sumail Shaker, S4 Brewmaster. Oof. Yeah, both teams trying to just hold actually queuing up their heroes at the last second. I love it.
That's something I don't think I've ever seen teams wait that long. That was pretty amazing.
This is a big deal, man. Obviously, win this, you go to the major, the China major. You'll still play tomorrow. Again, that's just for seeding, but you lose this, you still have a chance, but you'll play the loser of the other series, which is Forward Gaming versus Plus Ultra. Plus Ultra defeated Complexity yet again. They defeated them in the groups initially, and then in the decider match, 2-0 in both cases. So Eternal Envy getting the better of his former teammates there. In that case, Snaking as well, of course. That's on the main channel. Check that one out, too. Get some dual streams going on. But we got EG versus J.Storm. Happy to have this one, obviously. Did they pause? Feels like they paused. They didn't pause. I swear, it just feels longer and longer every time. All right, here we go. Got that strategy time to figure things out. So now the laning phase and how things are going to shape up. Sumail Earthshaker. So why the Earthshaker? Let's talk about that for a second, too. Why did he pick the Earthshaker, we think?
Prepare for battle.
Well, I think it does a lot for their team. It really fills a lot of holes that they had as far as control, reliable stuns, reliable setup, a large amount of team fight, counter initiation on top of the egg. It has the True Strike from Enchant Totem, which is very good against PA. The Fissure, incredibly good against Centaur and Stampede and Timbersaw and Darkseer and Surge. I honestly think that this Earthshaker is like the pick for this game. And it could have been offlane, could have been mid, but expecting to go up against the Bryle PA, they give it to Sumail, and he can definitely harass this PA pretty hard.
Yep. Love seeing it. You know, this we see some before in matches, maybe against like a Broodmother, for example. Obviously does very well in there, but yeah, against the PA, no doubt, well against her too, and gonna prove to be a strong final pick. At least that's the ideal for Eva Geniuses. See if it pays out in the end. Artesia, he's figuring out where to go. Until he's a little lost right now. Taking a stroll through the Radiant Jungle. Gonna check out to see.
Doing some scouting.
Yeah. Saw Chen there, I believe. Don't know how much information that necessarily gives him, but got something out of it. It is going to be a 2-for-2 bounty rune split. Looks like Crit's down here with S4. Fly roaming all the way to the top lane. Now Centaur is going to be spotted by Terrorblade, so he goes the other direction. So yeah, we have a Darkseer, Centaur. Darkseer going to be technically the core at this top lane.
Yep. And that sounds like a pretty unfun lane for Arteezy, as most Darkseer lanes tend to be for melee cores.
Just says hello to Fly right away, even dancing in his face. Got that hoof stomp at level 1, but no doubt intrigued by this middle matchup. Keep an eye on that CS especially, how it plays out. But Crit ran down March, it looked like. March level 1 Divine Favor. Again, this Chen has changed, man. This is a completely new hero, feels like.
Yeah, it doesn't really combo that well with the Timbersaw, but
is he gonna kill him?
Pretty good at harassing.
One more. Is that a kill? Oh my god, 10 life.
He's going to salve up just to survive, but that's a lot of regen.
One more if he gets this. He sees him. The Tango. Just barely. God. 10 life 2 different times. But he will survive. Dear God. Yeah, and that's, man, March is just bullying the Phoenix. Not often you would say that, a Chen bullying a Phoenix out of a lane.
Yeah, that 0 armor really hurting the Phoenix, but, I mean, Crit had to expend like 200 gold worth of regen just to survive there.
Yeah. Salve, several tangos. Now S4 is feeling those right clicks of Chen. He's using that Divine Favor on himself. And once again, a reminder, you see right there, applies the regen as well as that attack damage. 80 attack damage. That scaling is absurd. 10, 20, 40, and then 80 at level 4 of this ability, as well as that 20-second cooldown again. And again, there's a talent that I mentioned. Level 15, I believe. Yeah, level 15 talent minus 10-second Divine Favor. Spam that quite a bit in fights.
Yeah, it actually makes Chen insanely good at trading because he has the regen as well. So bonus damage and self regen means that Crit, he like actually might just have to leave this lane and let S4 kind of solo.
Middle lane, Brawl versus Sumail. Sumail's 14-5, Brawl's 10-1 on the Phantom Assassin. So Sumail is definitely having the better of this matchup so far. Terrorblade at the illusions in the jungle. Centaur, every time I come up here, I feel like he's just dancing along. Trying to catch Fly. Oh yeah, Fly, if he went that angle, he's definitely dead. So he just runs away. Not much he can do. Double Ion Shell, Hoof Stomp, double edge ready. Do not get close to that Centaur.
Yep, and they're just cutting the wave, making Arteezy tank. He is getting levels in the Conjure image so he can help share the damage that he's having to take from these creeps. This mid lane matchup, though, it definitely has the potential to snowball a forced melee here. Earthshaker is absolutely brutal for melee heroes to have to play against.
Milan, they even surge him up. He gets the stomp. He still has a double Ion Shell. That's just going to tick him down. A Fly's like, what do you want me to do? He threw out a level 1 cask, and that's it. They just dive him at the tower. He can't do anything more than that. Easy first
feels
blood.
Bad. Feels pretty bad.
Moo, meanwhile, I haven't mentioned him too much yet, but he's 16-2 down here at the bottom lane. Brewmaster 13-2, so in the advantage for Timbersaw slightly now. Back to the top lane. They're going in again, but this time the cask does deter them. Serving too far. What does he have? He has a ghost creep, by the way, on March, so got that nice slow work in. Like it. Even more harassment.
Yeah, this new March Chen is some interesting stuff. Definitely been enjoying it the last couple of days.
Double damage. Phantom Assassin. We'll go to pick it up. See if she can make some plays with that. Crit's checking it out, but not going to be put in a bad spot himself. So
Sumail's really starting to pull ahead here, though. He's almost a level ahead. And once he gets that Echo Slam, Brawl's going to have a really hard time actually even just approaching. There'll always be a threat of a solo kill.
To top, you see Centaur. He is flanking around. He's going to go. Oh, he canceled it. Interesting. Deciding not to commit. Wanted to avoid that cask. Now he's just running after Fly. Now back to Arteezy. Are they actually going to go? Just letting
They're going on Sumail.
Oh, and Sumail in the middle lane. They sure are. There's a Divine Favor buff on top of Brawl. He's going to use that couple of auto attacks more. Sumail and Jan Totem gets a stun for the auto attack on Brawl. Turns on him as the tower will finish the job. But March technically killed Sumail first, right before Phantom Assassin fell.
Yeah, PA gets the experience, so that's really nice. Good rotation by March there, as they had shoved the wave under the tower in the bottom lane, and so no idea where the Chen was at the time.
S4. He's hugging that tower. Moo going in, the Whirling Death, Timber Chain. Next to the tree. Obviously, he's very tanky. 3 levels even of that reactive armor. Another Whirling Death. Not much more Crit can do than this. It's not a whole lot in the first place. Back to the top lane. Yep, Maledict is up. Arteezy in that meta form. He does not want to die, especially right now. Using the Conjure Image. The double edge gets himself killed. Fly credit for the kill, but Arteezy will eventually tick down to that Iron Shell. These Iron Shells clearly being brutal against Arteezy.
I'm a little surprised to not see Fly getting any points in the Voodoo Restoration, considering how high the harass potential is. But wanting that kill potential to try and just turn the lane through destroying the Darkseer, as opposed to sustaining through him.
Middle lane, March rotating in again. Crits here with an Invis. This could get interesting. They do not see Chen. I don't think they saw him. It is nighttime. So Chen, he only has an Ogre Frost Mage, not the greatest creep to have here. As far as trying to make a gank happen, but he'll start poking him with some auto attacks, so definitely Sumail knows there. Sumail's almost trying to bait this, it feels like, because Crit's here as well. And they don't know it. Definitely. He has an Echo Slammer, obviously, too. Not going to go back to the top lane. Cask bouncing around Arteezy again. The Iron Shot is taking him down. Cask does hit Darkseer, but it just doesn't matter for Rev. Too fast, too much. Nothing more, again, that Fly could do. I feel like that's a theme at that top lane. It just seems like he's going to have to go to the jungle sooner than later.
Yeah, he's likely just going to walk to the jungle now, start farming with Conjure. Fly going to do his best to not feed any more kills, but looks like he is going to go down here as well, potentially, if Milan can catch up to him. One more double edge should do it.
Middle lane, they were thinking about collapsing on him too, but yeah, there's the Surge, and easy kill on a Fly, no double edge needed, just a thwack of that axe. Finishes the job. 5-2 start here for J.Storm, a lot of that at the top lane. Only translating into about 1,000 net worth lead right now as Divine Favor's applied. Put the damage amp on him as well, and Sumail, he pops the Echo Slam, going for a turn. The Fissure does not hit PA, however. I don't even think it hit Chen, actually. He tried to line it up in the middle. And so no turn kill as a result of that, but manning up there.
It's
Fly support. But yeah, you see Arteezy's in the jungle now.
Yeah, that's pretty silly. I mean, this hero can farm Ancients at level 5. Literally no farm at all. It's pretty good.
It's a good hero. We've kind of turned into a 2 versus 2 lane mid, and make it a 3 versus 2 because Milan shows up even. Just runs on by with an Iron Shell. Says hello. Regen rune up here. They're going to be picked up by March, but they're really prioritizing even this middle lane. Obviously, the top tower is going to be going down in favor of J.Storm right now, and Moo's putting plenty of pressure here at the bottom. And no surprise again. S4, he's running away. He doesn't have promise play. He's still level 5. It's level 7 Moo on that Timber Saw, running after another Whirling Death. The Timber Chain going a little too far forward. Good jukes from S4. That Drunken Brawler speeding up when he needs to, it feels like, and he has that headdress for the regen. So he'll be fine, but Moo, again, he doesn't care about the tower. Middle.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen this before.
He's fine.
Moo bullying a lane. We'll have to see how this Timbersaw transitions into the mid and late game. Something tells me Holy Locket might be a part of that equation.
Do they know he's here? I don't think they do. Milan's going to just sneak up. Sumail's like, are you kidding me? Where did this freaking Centaur come from? No crit from
nice
Bra. He's going for the turn, though. The Fissure Stone, and he gets the kill on Centaur. Can they at least finish off Earthshaker? Yes, they can. March will take him out. Credit for that last hit. So, sacrifice the Centaur in the end, but I think that's worth it, considering he is the top farm on the dire side right now.
Yeah, pretty heavy rotation. They do bring 4 heroes in the mid lane, which frees up Crit to get some experience top. And
Fly's dead. There you go. Eventually the crit would happen.
Thank God.
Yeah, good, strong early game by J.Storm so far.
It really is. This is going to be a mid-tier 1, a top tier 1, and bottom tier 1 is almost at 2. We're going to basically have 10 minutes into this game with 3 tier 1 towers dead in favor of J.Storm. And EG hasn't even really touched the Radiant towers yet. Bottom, S4's dead. He cut him down with a Timber Chain. Now back to the middle lane. Sumail Trying to figure out what he can do with this. Echo Slam in 5 seconds, by the way. Nice vision onto
nice
that.
Cask.
Oh, the Cask is going to bounce back and forth. It bounced over, though. It's only level 2 Cask. They get the kill on a Witch Doctor. Sumail still looking for that opportunity with the Echo. He finally finds it onto the Darkseer. Gets the kill for that. Brow trying to Phantom Strike away. He'll do so successfully, but now Timbersaw shows up. Phoenix is dead. Sumail regretting going a little too far there, especially with Timbersaw now into the fight. And a double kill for Moo as he finishes the job. And he delivers 2 bracers in the meantime to him. He didn't even have those bracers. That's just how tanky this hero is right now.
Yeah, this is that stage of the game where Timbersaw can be an absolute menace. Nobody can kill him right now. And as a result, they're just going to abuse that fact to bully down this tier 2 tower as well. RTZ's map control and ability to farm is being restricted pretty heavily.
Yeah. This isn't a team that necessarily, well, hold that thought as Moo, he's fine actually. That screamed, you know, massive tower push early on, but I go back to, again, 3 tower kills already, putting pressure on tier 2s. It's more of just the laning phase itself and how they're dominating the lanes. That's really did it, especially at the top and the bottom. And speaking of bottom, RTZ gets a Sunder off. That did nothing. Yeah, he's probably dead right here. The one initially healed him up, but he goes down eventually. Milan trying to come help his teammate, and Phantom Assassin. Dagger, is that going to crit? It doesn't even need to. They take out Witch Doctor. They do lose the Centaur and a lift up on Timbersaw, but something tells me he's going to be fine. Although the egg.
He gets stunned, though.
He's going to get stunned. Timber Chain, the Yules as he was going for it. Good stop right there. Or the lift, even.
Make him miss the stun from the air.
But now PA's coming back in. Timbersaw going to hold his ground again. That reactive armor still helping the region and everything. Sumail may end up going down. Could they kill PA at least? Sumail's still alive, actually. No, he's going to be finished off. PA runs to the wall. That's his own wall, isn't it? Now the Dire team that doesn't want to run to the wall. Fly's going to be run down by the Iron Shell Darkseer. The fight that never ends here at the bottom lane. I guess we may finally, or maybe not. Forev, he's still hanging around a little bit, and Chen is still here as well. Now Centaur shows up. There's the hoof stop eventually going to be coming out, I'm sure. The double edge, the surge to get him in there in the first place. That's for, of course, no promise. Split still well on cooldown.
How is he still alive?
He's still alive somehow. The Jungle Brawler, and he is turning it around, isn't he? He needs one more hit. He stays alive. No, the creeps will finish that job, and now Chen's committed. This fight has lasted 5 minutes. Moves back in with the recall. He's back into the fight now, so March still holding his ground. Divine Favor on himself to heal himself up. Crit. Cannot get away. The Whirling Death takes him out, and Sumail's like, we got to go elsewhere, man. He goes over and picks up an Arcane Rune. Dear God. That just did not stop.
This Chen hero with the recall, just constant fighting.
Oh,
could be in trouble here, though.
It stunned him. Yeah, Divine Favor is not saving him here. Is it?
That was a lot of damage.
Maybe it is the regen. The regen is so nice. Another favor in 13 seconds. He's actually alive.
84 health regen.
Yeah, that's insane. It's a maxed out, and he recalls again. It just doesn't stop. The recalls are insane.
Oh my God.
Phantom has the vacuum coming in. Can he cut somebody down? It's absurd.
MVP Phoenix Dota right now.
I love it. Double kill for Bryle. They're going to get a triple here. He has an Echo. He might as well try it, maybe. Yeah, he's going to throw out the Echo, go for the turn with the Fissure, at least just slow them down. They're timing tier 3s at this point. The Timber Chain doesn't connect. 4 heroes with this death balling. This has to be a pub. Did I join the wrong game?
This is unbelievable. J.Storm just steamrolling EG right now.
7,000 net worth lead. I mean, let's relax a little bit here. Whew. What's going on for EG? I mean, Arteezy has been farming in the jungle during this. It's not necessarily translating the greatest, but he has Power Treads, Triple Wraith Band, so he's getting somewhere. It's not good enough,
not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of bright spots. Sumail's going for first item Shadow Blade. Wants to get some sort of initiation potential.
My powers regenerate.
The attack speed is nice as well.
I love this Chen, though, but I said this yesterday. He's making me want to play this hero and spam this hero in pubs right now, because now, as we also mentioned, it's a lot easier to use the recall effectively when you're coordinated and trying in your pubs. It's just going to piss people off. It's crazy. There's no other hero that they could be doing this with. And Phantom Assassin, he is going to find crit. However, the Icarus dive keeps him alive for now.
As if they're not going to chase this down.
Oh, yeah, you know they are.
Let's be honest.
They're definitely going in. And there's the crit. 529 popping out. Yeah, Phantom Assassin with a Vanguard. He's not even going Battle Fury. Why would he this game? This isn't going to be a late game.
No, they're trying to end this game in the next 10 minutes. And, I mean, man, this is really, really reminding me of that MVP Phoenix squad with QO. And just, I mean, if there's anybody who knows how to play Phantom Assassin, it is the Koreans for sure. March bringing some really interesting strategies.
Yeah.
In a qualifier.
It's been fun to watch. Now, for the EG fans, maybe not as fun. Again, it is a best out of 3. This is game 1, and again, this game isn't over yet. It definitely is not. It's 5 tower kills already for the Radiant squad, but you do have Arteezy on Terrible. I keep going back to that Sumail. Gonna have his initiation tool in the near future. Shadow Blade is his item of choice over the Blink Dagger at this point. With him playing more of that core shaker, I suppose that does make sense, especially on the way to a Silver Edge. No doubt useful this game.
Yep. The aggression is stalled out here a little bit, which is giving our team time to... Still,
middle tower has been
he
denied.
is 2,300 net worth behind the PA. And Moo is closing in on his Bloodstone, which is probably an even better Timbersaw item than it used to be, as it gives HP regen as well.
Got crit to half-life, but Chris Dive does keep him alive again. Yeah, they're doing all this fighting without really that strong initiation from Centaur, but he almost has his Blink Dagger now. Darkseer's got the full pipe. Dear God.
Yeah, it is Roach time.
Why not?
The
They're
attack
not
speed
stopping
from
him.
10
Yeah.
from Penitence.
Yeah, no, that's an easy roll. Yeah, Chen's a great Roshan assisting hero, isn't he now?
Yeah, what a crazy change to this hero.
It really is. They're trying to come in. S4, he's going to be...
Does have Bruce split.
Jumped. Bruce, oh, Samuel's running in.
the
Echo
Echo.
Sammy's trying to steal the Fissure at the last second. They kill it. The Roshan is snatched by Prowl, though. Prowl picks it up. A Phantom Assassin. The egg right on top of them. They're going to get the kill on Darkseer off the bat. The wall down, of course. Doing plenty, creating those illusions, but the meta form active. PA, that's Timbersaw in the midst of it. He gets away with the Timber changes barely as Milan jumps back over the hoof stomp, gets a kill on a Phoenix, but he goes down. He does allow for both Timber and Phantom Assassin to escape. PA kept the Aegis as well. They got it. That's what really matters for J.Storm. They do lose 3, but both their big cores do stay alive, to be fair.
Yeah, that was scary. It was a little sketchy. If they had waited maybe for the Desolator, they would have done that a little bit faster, but ends up not being a total disaster. Still, with a lineup like this and the way that they're playing it and itemizing, they actually cannot afford any more mistakes. Otherwise, EG will definitely be back in this game.
There's that blink delivered to Brewmaster. And he's going to push that bottom tier 1 as they got the mid tier 1 finally. So EG starting to get some objective control, but man, that is a Desolator already finished on Phantom Assassin with the Vanguard and now an Aegis. You know in these next couple of minutes, they are just going to look to go, go, go with such an item pickup.
Yeah, Moo completed the Bloodstone as well. So he is just that much more tanky and kind of has that self-save. Arteezy going directly for BKB, knowing that he is going to have to fight and defend his base very soon.
Brewmaster maybe thinking about cutting the creep wave or just hiding down here for now, but figures that they are smoked up and be correct. Hunting over here. We saw the recall in there used. Yep, it's already almost off cooldown. 15 seconds. Not going to find any heroes, but they will find a tower at the bottom, which they are going to easily take out. And that'll be the last outer tower in favor of the Radiant. Where's Arteezy during this? He's pushing out the top lane. He's got a Yasha now working on a BKB next. Again, continuing the trend of I need to recover somehow. Get that BKB. The Blink Promise split for Brewmaster. 8 more seconds. He's going to be good to go. Still at that bottom lane.
Cut the wave in the bottom. So this back door is going to come back up soon, very shortly. Really good play by S4. And good split pushing by Arteezy to keep all the other waves far enough away to where backdoor protection is still active in their base.
Yeah, smart strategy from EG, so behind by a bit. That's definitely the way to do it. That's that experience most certainly coming into play.
I feel like Arteezy does this in every single one of his pubs too when he's having to carry the lower ranked teammates. So he is very familiar with having to do all this wave cutting.
Well, pushing on top again right now. You see in the area is Phantom Assassin. She has that blur currently. Gonna sneak in, goes for Sumail as he wants that bounty rune, and Jan Totem no, but PA might have overstepped a little bit. There's no teammate support nearby. She is running. She'll be fine. Look at that Vanguard. She really is tanky. She's going back in, actually. She does have that T-support now coming in. That would be why Chen is here with the Divine Favor. So Sumail, he's looking to run. Phantom Strike forward. Sumail gets caught. Those up the turn with the Jan Totem once again. Metamorphosis going to be used by Terrorblade. That's going to be a stampede in the backlines. Milan, he is going in with the there's the Echo Slam actually coming out from Sumail, but Moo is just beefy as all hell. He ain't died. Arteezy's just running this whole time from PA. It's the kite is real from Terrorblade. Now Brawl has to get away. Gets away from the Supernova. It did hit Darkseer, it looks like. Darkseer popping the surge, running out. They did eventually kill Witch Doctor back here. By they, I mean Bryle. Bryle now he's going back for Sumail. Again, he still has the Aegis, remember. So he's by all means willing to commit. Another Divine Favor, not going to be enough. He does go down right there, but Moo, he's also in. And now Sumail, can he get away from this guy? It's a lot harder. The dagger coming out, not even needed. Moo finishes the job with the Rolling Death, and guess what? He's going to keep going forward. That's been the theme of this game. Just move forward at all costs. But it's a little too far there. So now he's getting back. Although, Sumail jumps in, but the dagger's coming out. It doesn't crit. However, Milan falls up with a hoof stomp. We are going to see the Phantom Strike, and there's the crit they were looking for. Dieback onto Sumail. He is not coming back in. This could be it for J.Storm. Buyback from Witch Doctor. Well. That's a dead Phoenix, 100%. Kill streak, unstoppable. It's all coming out here for J.Storm. They just can't kill towers yet is the problem.
Nope, all the waves, not where they need to be.
Top's getting there.
The one thing they really need to pay attention to right now, because they are clearly stronger than EG in these fights, no question, but EG doing a really good job of keeping these waves out, managing how much pressure can actually put on their base, and the one thing about Timbersaw that has always been the case is he is garbage at hitting buildings.
Yeah, but they got a Deso PA. That helps a bit. And that's Cinder Brew. Again, it's a little scary for the Phantom Assassin. Hitting herself occasionally, but gets the tower kill. Going for the racks. Arteezy again, just elsewhere. He's got a BKB now, but without that meta, what do you really want him to do? He just has to keep farming. That's a melee racks though, and J.Storm will start falling back for now. Good surge out. God, that really is fast. I kept trying to keep up with the camera, and
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Crazy far forward.
Yeah, 90% speed bonus, doubling movement speed basically.
Oh, that's Arteezy going on Milan down here. You gotta be careful with TP support coming in.
It does have the BKB complete, so he is in relative fighting shape at this point. And it is kind of interesting. You have the Reflection and the Cinder Brew. By both of those, heroes are fighting themselves twice. Yeah.
All 5 heroes are coming down here. Look at that. They all 5 are coming down here maybe to kill Centaur, and he gets recalled.
Yeah, they might need to go back, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if J.Storm just kind of pressures in this mid lane.
They have an Alpha Wolf, too. That's been helping. But yeah, they're not going to go to the tower just yet. Mid is pushing by itself.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They chose not to, though. They do have the illusions up here, pushing in the top lane.
Under attack. Dire's top shrine has fallen.
Maybe they're just going to wait for another Roshan. It feels like, again, especially with what's on the line here, J.Storm going to play the safe route. Wait for another Roshan. You are against an Earthshaker. Brewmaster, Primal will jump in. Supernova. They got team fight here on the Dire side. So, and as we saw in the previous Roshan attempts, they can defend from evil geniuses.
Yeah, absolutely. Sumail did opt to go for the Blink Dagger and has a Yule's queued up next, so he's really not going to be that strong carry Earthshaker potential, really not snowballing at all, recognizing he has to kind of just play utility. And this game is going to be on the shoulders of Arteezy's Terrorblade as far as carrying the game. And if there is a hero that can do that, 1v5ing is probably this Terrorblade.
I've never seen it. Said no one ever. He's going the MKB. Yeah, not
Spirit
having
Vessel.
Go ahead.
Spirit Vessel is complete on Phoenix, so that is a huge against really this Chen, as well as the Timbersaw, of course, being the most obvious option.
Yeah. It's unfortunate I know Silver Edge at this point, but can't have everything with the way this is going for EG. S4, they're diving after him. Milan is thinking about making a jump. He sees him, but knows it's a little too far. Not going to risk it. It's a fairly longer Roshan respawn. It looks like it was about 2 minutes or so. We'll have to wait. Centaur is going Ags. That's something I was thinking about into the Earthshaker, how once Centaur gets Ags, remember, it's not only that damage reduction, it is the free movement that he provides. And so fissures won't be as big of an issue.
Yep, really good against all the AoE damage, too, from Egg. And the Witch Doctor Death Ward as well. Looks like we're going to have a clash here, smoke on smoke.
Good old smoke on smoke action. Prowl, he's charging in, pretty YOLO-like. He finds crit off the bat. Milan with the follow-up. Who do they catch right there? Looks like that's Earthshaker. Earthshaker just melted the BKB Metamorphosis. It's going to get nothing. The Egg, they just simply run away. The BKB from PA, and Moo is just running down Witch Doctor in the meantime. So a 2-for-0 start, and it's getting worse now for EG. They are chasing. That wall's a great placement there, coming out for the Darkseer. RTZ, he does get the center off at the last second on Prowl. Looks like Prowl, he's getting low, but the Hand of God even coming out on top of that. Who's going to die first? It will be Terrorblade. Prowl, he Phantom Strikes away. He's going to survive for the time being. Another Divine Favor coming up in 15 seconds. It's not close enough, though. S4 takes him out, so S4, he's by himself right now, killing the PA. Our 4 heroes that he's still going up against, though. They have a stopper? Yes, they do. The hoof stomp hits, and now S4's in trouble. Probably dead, I would guess. And that means all 5 are dead on the side of EG, although Samael's up in 2 seconds, to be fair. So he will come up now. But middle is being pushed in the meantime by Darkseer.
A really good play there, abusing PA's blur and the BKB timing to just basically bait the BKB and Metamorphosis out of Arteezy, as well as the Egg from crit, which accomplished essentially nothing.
Yeah. PA's up.
Maybe a second set of racks here.
It's definitely at least the melee. Samael has an Echo, but he's not going to go in by himself. I mean, Terrorblade is up now. Okay, maybe not so definite.
Careful.
There's that lack of building hitting. It is Moo, though, and Timber saw the Sunray even used on top of that, but the vacuum stop pulling in.
He's just not taking any damage.
Yeah, even with the mount, it's
insane. Going up.
141 regen. What is going on?
It's that Bloodstone, man. Every charge gives HP regen now, too.
And he went the reactive armor stacks on top of that. It's just...
He has 51 armor.
We're sitting here looking at Phantom Assassin this whole time and the Chen build and everything, but it's Timbersaw. That's almost proven to be the issue here. There's a double damage room, by the way.
Say what you will. Moose Timbersaw carried him and his team to second place at TI. And this hero is undoubtedly buffed with the addition of Holy Locket and these Bloodstone charges.
Yeah.
Or changes, rather.
Look at Bryle. He's hunting once again. The surge and everything cutting through the trees. As Timbersaw, they'll find S4. There is smoke. Kind of bait here of sorts, but Moo's not going to fall for that. He Timber Chains away. EG smoked up around. They got everything ready. Meta in 5 seconds. Now S4, he's being run down. J.Storm's doing a fantastic job of not overcommitting right here. But as I say that, they go into the vacuum ball combination. The Echo Slam in response. The illusion spawning all over the place. But Bryle, he's still one alive. Arteezy, not so much. He's got to set him up with the BKB. He cannot use it on a Bryle. It does wear off, though. He centers him after it wears off. The Phoenix save. It looks like it is going to explode. And Phantom Strike away at the last second. Who do they catch over here? That would be the Darkseer. So EG, they actually fare decently in that fight. The lift up from S4 on a Phantom Assassin. Milan, he's looking to come back in if he needs to. Timbersaw doing what he can against those Bruising Splits, but he's going to be coming back together in a second. The dagger, the crit on the crit. He is going to stay alive for the time being. Milan whacked down by S4, and Phoenix stayed alive back there. So Bryle is playing very safe in these fights. That opening combo, though, dear God. The Echo, better response from EG.
Yeah, I was very concerned for EG there when Frev hit that 4-man vac wall, but Arteezy able to pop the BKB, got the Sunder off, essentially immediately killed the Centaur.
See ya. And now they're going back for Roshan, obviously, and this is cheese now. They're of course not stopping this, especially with Phoenix dead.
That could have been so much worse. Moo got down to a sliver of health and then used Bloodstone active to regen and stay available for that fight.
Yeah, 28 charges on that Bloodstone. Insane. We did see that TB nerf come into play once again. Early on in the fight, I noticed that he wanted to use it on Bryle so badly. That's why he started running away, and then he eventually got it off, of course, at the last second. But Bryle also paying attention well enough. He Phantom strike down, and we saw the end result. So just well played on both sides there. But yeah, seeing that nerf come into play a little bit from the Terrorblade. AC is being worked on by S4, another item that's going to be some nice improvement. He's proven to be a very difficult kill himself, even when he's in his full form. Seems like they have trouble taking him out between the Drunken Brawler and Cinderbrew and etc.
Yeah, definitely. S4 is doing a ton of work in these fights. He's been very, very good at getting control and just disrupting what J.Storm's trying to do. However, I mean, Fly, still level 10 at 30 minutes into the game. I mean, incredibly rough performance here on the Witch Doctor, 1-10-9.
Yikes. We're going to have a level 25 Timbersaw very soon at this rate, too. Wonder if he goes that Whirling Death attribute, or that Timber range is pretty absurd, though. Decides to get that, we'll see. They're going
There's
in.
There's an MKB on Arteezy, so does have some tools to deal with this PA, but again, it kind of comes back to it. This Mu Timbersaw may be the bigger issue.
Bottom shrine is under attack.
S4 keeps on doing his part, cutting the creep waves and pushing it out and being a distraction, but Timbersaw goes down. He's now coming. Again, he has a recall if needed.
Yep.
Dire's bottom
Been doing that plenty throughout this game.
Split push not nearly as effective against this Chen recall. And they pull the creep wave as well. So they're about ready to go high ground, it looks like. Cheese and Aegis both on Bryle. Got 3 lives.
Protect him. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Timbersaw needs Cheese.
He basically has one. He has a Hex.
he has one permanently going. Yeah, he's fine. I mean, Darkseer, obviously, you're not overall too concerned about either, so makes sense. Just stack it on Bryle. Playing the Phantom Assassin. Move, be in the front lines. Divine Favor applied. Here we go. Triple Stifling Dagger coming out. G, gonna do what they can.
Sumail.
Echo Slam's only level 2 still.
Yeah, Sumail having a very rough game also. Very low leveled. Sitting in the trees looking for the perfect opportunity, but
I think they found it. They're going to go in. The counter with the vacuum and the wall. The lift up onto Earthshaker on top of that. And the Centaur Stampede out. Keeps Phantom Assassin alive for the time being. Divine Favors applied. He's back up to full life. Moo, he cuts out.
J.Storm's just going to reset.
Yeah, they are. The wall's down. All those illusions. It's just chaos all over the place. He used Primal Split. Speaking of that, it's going to lift up Phantom Assassin. They take out Chen. So March is dead. He buys back immediately. He can't recall himself, unfortunately. That's the awkward part. They kill the Darkseer, but Arteezy's in trouble. Praw's on top of the BKB. He can't sunder him. He goes down. There's the Phoenix Egg. Darkseer was picked off too, but the Hex up on an S4. They might actually kill him. They do. Oh, that was actually Earthshaker, excuse me. Anyways, Witch Doctor also goes down. Arteezy buys back. They'll looking to come back in. Moo getting a little bit low. Lotus overapplied. They do get the triple kill on him as he takes out Phoenix, and he gets the hell out of there as well. Buyback from Phoenix. It's just Phoenix and Terrorblade though. Timbersaw did get the Timber Chain talent. That's it. GG.
Yeah.
EG
Moo pops
it.
the Bloodstone and regens 600 HP per second.
What a game from J.Storm, though. They came to play here in this series, that's for sure. That just the non-stop action. Do you ban Chen if you're EG? Because that was clearly the massive issue in that early game that set the tone.
Yeah, that Chen was amazing. I probably do. You probably do ban the Chen.
Yeah, I'm just not sure. It's obviously then that's another.
Sorry, I'm just a little stunned. That was an incredible performance.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, what did we just see right there? We just saw J.Storm really turning it on, and fun Dota, no doubt. I mean, whether you're a fan of EG or J.Storm, you had to enjoy that game of Dota for sure. That was an entertaining one to watch.
That Sumail last pick Earthshaker, not really having the impact that they wanted. He had a good early laning stage, but then a couple deaths, a couple early fights, and then just really that Mu Timbersaw kind of like sweeping into the mid lane around the 10 to 12 minute mark just ruined his game. From then, EG was just on the back foot playing defense for the rest of the game.
Game 1, going to J.Storm. Again, you win this series, you qualify for the China Major. You lose, you still have a chance tomorrow, but it would be nice to take care of business now. J.Storm up 1-0. I'm BreakyCPK, joined by Elevated. Stay tuned, guys. We got game number 2. Going to be coming up next.